The problems of meditating. So, most people either see meditation as something that's fake and doesn't work, or by maybe a lesser majority of people, it's really good and it's only full of benefits and everyone should be doing it. But the reality is that neither of these points of view are true. So, meditation can be good because it builds awareness, it builds like mental strength, the ability to be detached from reality and to act without fear, which all sound like great things. And no doubt it's a meta skill that allows you to basically live a life that's ultimately better and more fulfilling. And another thing with meditation is that the long-term benefits are basically unknown, right? Because these are all mostly shorter term, medium term benefits. And so the longer term things you could achieve with meditation may be insane. But it's not all great because it has problems as well, in that you're trying to strengthen or change a mental muscle, like your brain, that has its own massive incentive to maintain its current position, right? Your brain wants to stay where it's at. And so homeostasis and things that are going to try and pull you down and keep you the same, right? They're going to be super active. And so, in physical muscle, this doesn't really matter that much because most of the symptoms are physical or just invisible, right? Like if your muscles are kind of injured a little bit and they're repairing, you're not going to really notice that. You might get sore here and there, right? But with meditation, and anytime you try to change your brain, silence your thoughts, etc., 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 you're going to run into massive mental pain, right? So, one day you'll meditate and you'll feel really calm and you'll think, wow, so many benefits. And then maybe the next day you'll feel extremely depressed and anxious. And you won't even know why, right? And, you know, the reality is that your mind is trying to resist being changed. And so, of course, it's going to pull out every mental mechanism, every feeling, every emotion to try and stop you. And the thing is, we haven't even touched upon the more existential problems. We're just talking about the physical, more like, your brain will fight back kind of thing. But there's also existential problems, right? So, egolessness, which will crop up and just terrify you. And so sometimes meditation can really unsettle and unground you, right? Because, you thought it was supposed to do the opposite, but then suddenly you're feeling terrified of reality. You're feeling afraid for no reason. You don't even know why. And, it's important to acknowledge that these are possibilities when you meditate. Ultimately, your choices in this matter are to stop meditating, to just quit the practice, right? Because sometimes maybe the consequences are too dire for you. Or to try and wait, right, until you make long-term improvements while firming the short-term losses, right? So you accept, I'm going to feel like this and this and this, but in the long term, you expect something better. And, that's the thing. Expecting these issues is always going to make it easier to stay on track, without feeling confused and thinking, why is this happening to me? What is going on? I thought meditation was supposed to be good. And then you think, well, maybe it's not. And so just being aware that these problems, a lot of problems could crop up, is good and useful to remember while you meditate and while you go throughout your day.